Well, thank you very much.
So, and now I want to bring up Jennifer Montgomery. Some of you may know her, some of you may not, but Jennifer is a big part of our Denton County kickoff. She's involved in our new meetings now. So she's going to introduce our main speaker. Please welcome Jennifer.
It's actually good to be outside with other people, not just by myself or the dog. So I'm enjoying this. It is my honor tonight to introduce our distinguished guest speaker, Thomas Homan. He was appointed by President Donald J. Trump as acting director of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, on January 30th, 2017. 18 months later, in 2018, he did retire. ICE is the largest investigative arm within the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. From 2013 to his appointment in 2017, Mr. Homan served as the Executive Associate Director of ICE Enforcement and Removal Operations. That was a mouthful. And I believe that was stationed in San Antonio. Mr. Homan is a 33-year veteran of law enforcement and has nearly 34 years of immigration enforcement experience. He has served as a police officer in New York, a U.S. Border Patrol agent, a special agent with the formerly known U.S. Immigration and Naturalization Services, as well as supervisory special agent and deputy assistant director of investigations. In addition to his almost 34 years of experience, he holds a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. He has received numerous awards throughout his 34 years, including the 2015 Presidential Rank Award, the 2018 Distinguished Service Medal, the 2018 Law Enforcement Person of the Year, the 2019 Man of the Year by Blue Magazine, which is a law enforcement print. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Thomas Homan.
Well, thank you very much. Before I get started, Victor Avila, stand up. That is an American hero. I want to be recognized for that. God bless you. I know specifics what happened to Victor and his partner down in Mexico. It was a travesty. And his partner paid the ultimate sacrifice. Victor went through a long, long rehabilitation. He's a patriot, and I'm honored to know him. So, again, let's have it for Victor Avila one more time. So what do you want to talk about? Actually, I called a few people today and said, okay, am I going to get arrested when I come here today? Because I just came from lockdown Virginia, and none of this is allowed. So I felt relaxed when I see restaurants open and malls open. I came overdressed, but that's okay. I figured people would be taking pictures. I need to look my best. So, listen, I just wrote an op-ed just today, so I'm going to talk a little bit about it. I'm going to jump around a little bit. I just wrote an op-ed today on the trouble this country's in right now. We got a guy running for president against Donald Trump, who was the greatest president I ever worked for, and it's Joe Biden. And look, we need to do everything we can. We're in a fight for our country right now, because let me tell you, I spent my career in immigration. You've probably seen me. I do a lot of Fox News. I actually work for them. I've been up on the Hill a few times. That didn't turn out so good. We got into an argument there. But immigration is an important issue for this country. You need to understand that. I just wrote a book. It's called Defend the Border, Save Lives. This went out. President Trump just tweeted it a couple of days ago. He called me on last Tuesday, and he calls me every couple of weeks to chat, because he wants me back, and I'm probably going to be back. And I was interviewed the other day, will you go back? I said, I'll never say never, but I came back once from retirement for this man, and I'll do it again. So let me start out. First of all, who's Tom Homan? I mean, that was a long introduction, but I was a cop in New York. I joined the Border Patrol back in 1983, became a Border Patrol agent. I climbed the ranks. I was the first acting ICE director that ever came up through the ranks. That's my proudest achievement, because I actually hit every rung on that ladder. I wasn't a politician. It wasn't a political favor to give me that job. He picked somebody who did the job for 32 years, says, you know what, you know the job, I want you to be the director, and I was honored to do it. But I want to tell you how that happened. January 27th, it was September of 2016, I decided to retire, because I had enough. And like the rest of the country, I truly believe that Hillary Clinton was going to win the election. And after 8 years of Obama, I said, I can't do it no more. So I told my wife, I want to hang it up. I got offered a great gig, made about 3 times as much money as I made with Uncle Sam. So I was going. Then Donald Trump won. So my wife woke up, the next morning and I said, now what are you going to do? And I said, I already gave my commitment to this company. I signed a contract, and they're already looking for my replacement. Because I wanted to give them at least 6 months, because it's a tough job, the director of vice. I wanted to give them plenty of time to find somebody good. January 27th of 2017, I was actually at my retirement party. About 400 people there. And my wife was there, my son was there. It was a great event, very emotional. I got a lot of cool gifts, a lot of cool shit they gave me. I got a lot of beautiful stuff. And it was very emotional, because anybody in this audience been a cop, when you hang it up after 30-some years, it's hard. That's who you are. That's who you become. So it was a sad day for me, but exciting day at the same time. So I was very emotional. I was a wreck when I talked about my family and my retirement. But after the retirement ceremony, I'm standing in the hallway with my wife and my son, and we're shaking hands of people that attended, when the chief of staff tapped me on the shoulder and said, you got an emergency phone call in your office. Now remember, that wasn't my office anymore. It was empty. My boxes were home, sitting in the garage. I was going to start a new job on Monday. Today's Friday. So I said, well, who is it? She goes, it's Secretary John Kelly. So my wife looks at me and said, what's that? I said, well, he's probably saying congratulations and have fun in retirement. So I go up to my office and I pick the phone up. It's John Kelly. And let me tell you something. I don't care what anybody thinks of John Kelly. I think he's an American patriot. The man served his country for 40 years, and I admire him. Picked the phone up. Yes, sir. He goes, Tom, it's John Kelly. And this may be bad timing, but I want you to stay and run the agency, which was a 3-step promotion. And I responded to him, well, you're right, it's bad timing, I just retired. And he says, no, you didn't. The paperwork's on my desk, I haven't signed it. So I told him, I said, sir, with all due respect, my wife's downstairs, I already signed this contract. You got to give me the weekend to at least talk with my family, then I got to talk about this contract with the people that gave me this other position. He says, that's fine, I'll give you till Monday morning, 0800. I'll call you 0800 for an answer. I said, all right. So before I hung up, he goes, Tom, I want to say one last thing to you. And I remember this word for word, I actually put it in my book. He said, Tom, the President of the United States is asking you, a career law enforcement officer, to serve your country a little bit longer. He needs your help. We'll talk to you on Monday. So that's what I went home with. So I can tell you that after a weekend of fighting with my wife, because she said, hell no, you're not going back. And let me tell you what she said. She goes, I said, you can't say no to the president. She goes, yes, you can, 'cause I don't like him. She loves him now. Because she's seen what a type of president he is. She didn't know the man before. She listened to all the crap you hear. But she realizes he's a great president. So Monday morning, he called me. I said, yeah, let's go back. So I go to my office the next day. Everybody in the building want to know what I'm doing back there. Why did they give me all these gifts when I'm back there as a director? And a gaggle of attorneys walked in my office, ICE attorneys, were from the ethics division, and they had a list of every gift I was given, and I had to give every gift back. And now that's not bad. It was bad to call my wife and say, remember that $500 gift certificate they gave you? I need that back too. So the next day, I'm on Air Force One, the greatest president of my lifetime, Donald Trump.